How many writ petitions were filed by Maulvi Tamizuddin? Option A 2, option B 3, option C 4. And the correct answer is option A 2. What kind of writ petitions were filed by Maulvi Tamizuddin? Option A, writ of certiorari and prohibition. Option B, writ of habeas corpus and certiorari. Option C, writ of mandamus and quo warranto. The correct answer is option C. In which court the writs were filed by Maulvi Tamizuddin? Option A, Chief Court of Sindh. Option B, Lahore High Court. Option C, Islamabad High Court. The correct answer is option A. Why these petitions were filed by Maulvi Tamizuddin? Option A, against the dissolution of continuing assembly. Option B, for removal of Chief Martial Law Administrator. Option C, for removal of Governor General. The correct answer is option A. Under which provisions of law writ petitions were filed? Option A, under Article 323A, the Government of India Act 1935. Option B, under Article 320, the Government of India Act 1935. Option C, under Article 322, the Government of India Act 1935. The correct answer is option A. The writ petitions filed by Maulvi Tamizuddin were: option A, dismissed. Option B, allowed. Option C, withdrawn. The correct answer is option B. Who had filed appeal before Federal Court against the order of Chief Court of Sindh? Option A, Governor General of Pakistan. Option B, Prime Minister of Pakistan. Option C, Federation of Pakistan. The correct answer is option A. What federal court ruled and dismissed both petitions? Option A, under the doctrine of necessity. Option B, the assent of Governor General was not obtained on amended section 323A of Government of India Act 1935. Option C, none of them. The correct answer is option B. Doso was a resident of. Doso कहाँ का रिहायशी था? You have got three options. Option A, Sindh. Option B, Balochistan, Loralai district. Option C, Punjab. The correct answer is Balochistan. Doso was arrested on the charge of. Doso किस इल्ज़ाम में गिरफ्तार हुआ? Option A, zina. Option B, murder. Option C, robbery. The correct answer is option B. Doso was arrested and handed over to blank for trial. Doso गिरफ्तारी के बाद ट्रायल के लिए किसके हवाले किया गया? Option A, Sessions Court. Option B, Court Martial. Option C, Loya Jilga. सही जवाब है ऑप्शन सी, लोया जिरगा. Under which provision of law Doso was handed over to Loya Jirga for trial? Is it option A, under section 302 PPC? Option B, under section 11 Frontier Crime Regulation 1901. Option C, under military laws. The correct answer is option B. After trial, Doso was option A, acquitted, option B, convicted, option C, discharged. The correct answer is option B, convicted. Doso filed a writ petition against his conviction in the High Court of. डोसो ने रिट पिटीशन कौन से हाई कोर्ट में फाइल की थी? इज इट ऑप्शन ए हाई कोर्ट ऑफ बलूचिस्तान, ऑप्शन बी हाई कोर्ट ऑफ सिंध, एंड ऑप्शन सी लाहौर हाई कोर्ट. द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी लाहौर हाई कोर्ट. व्हाट वाज वर्डिक्ट ऑफ लाहौर हाई कोर्ट? लाहौर हाई कोर्ट का क्या फैसला था? Is it option A, lower Jirga has jurisdiction to convict Doso? Option B, lower Jirga has no jurisdiction to convict Doso? And option C, none of them. The correct answer is lower Jirga has no jurisdiction to convict Doso. Option B. Supreme Court reversed the High Court decision by referring. Is it option A, Hans Kelsen theory doctrine of necessity? Option B, on the point of jurisdiction? Option C, none of them. The correct answer is option A, Hans Kelsen theory of doctrine of necessity. Why Miss Asma Jilani filed the case? Is it option A, because she was detained under martial law regulation? Option B, number 78 of 71? Option C, because her father was detained under martial law regulation number 78 of 71? Option D, none of them. The correct answer is option C. The Lahore High Court dismissed the petition on the ground that. Is it option A, High Court has no jurisdiction as per clause 2 of order number 3 of 1969? Option B, High Court has got no jurisdiction under Constitution? And option C, none of them. The correct answer is option A, High Court has got no jurisdiction as per clause 2 of order number 3 of 1969. What decision was given by Supreme Court of Pakistan? Is it option A, declare the imposition of martial law as invalid? Option B, declare the imposition of martial law is valid? Option C, none of them. And the right answer is option A, declared the imposition of martial law as invalid. Why Begum Nusrat Bhutto filed the petition? Is it option A, because she was detained under martial law regulation 1977? Or is it option B, because her husband Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was detained under martial law regulation 1977? Or is it option C, none of them? The correct answer is option B, because her husband Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was detained under martial law regulation 1977. Begum Nusrat Bhutto had relied upon the case of. Is it option A, Yusuf Patel and others versus the Crown, PLD 1955, Federal Court 387? Or is it B, the State versus Doso, PLD 1955, SC 533? Or is it option C, Asma Jilani versus Government of Punjab, PLD 1972, SC 139? The correct answer is option C. What decision was given by Supreme Court of Pakistan? सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑफ पाकिस्तान ने कौन सा डिसीजन दिया? Is it option A, Supreme Court unanimously validated the imposition of martial law under the doctrine of necessity and overruled the case of Ms. Asma Jilani? Or is it option B, Supreme Court declared the imposition as invalid? Or is it option C, none of them? The correct answer is option A. Supreme Court unanimously validated the imposition of martial law under the doctrine of necessity and overruled the case of Ms. Asma Jilani. Under which provision of law the President had dissolved the government of Mr. Muhammad Nawaz Sharif? Is it option A, Article 58, 2B of Constitution of Pakistan, or option B, under the Martial Law Regulation number 78 of 1971, or option C, under Article 98 of the Constitution of Pakistan 1962? The correct answer is option A. The President of Pakistan has dissolved the government on the ground that option A, government of the Federation was carried on in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution and an appeal to the electorate is necessary. Option B, the resolution of vote of no confidence has been passed against Prime Minister. Option C, none of them. The correct answer is option A. Supreme Court of Pakistan declared the order of President of Pakistan as option A, valid, option B, invalid, or option C, none of them. The correct answer is option B, invalid. The President of Pakistan may appoint a judge of the High Court. Option A, with the consultation of Chief Justice. Option B, without the consultation of Chief Justice. Option C, on his own motion. The correct answer is option A, with the consultation of Chief Justice. The President of Pakistan may transfer a judge of High Court to other High Court. Option A, with the consent of judge. Option B, with the consent of Chief Justice of Pakistan and Chief Justice of both High Courts. Option C, both of them. And the correct answer is option C, both of them. For what purpose the writ petition was filed? Is it option A, for removal of General Pervez Musharraf? Option B, for declaring emergency as unlawful? Or option C, for holding general elections? The correct answer is option B. What was the decision of the court? Is it option A, to hold election within the period of 3 years? Option B, permission to amend the Constitution? Option C, both of them. The correct answer is option C, both of them. The NAB ordinance was promulgated on November 16, 1999 with retrospective effect from, is it option A, 1st January 1985, option B, February 1st, 1986, or option C, March 1st, 1987. The correct answer is January 1st, 1985. The writ petition was filed for the main reliefs. Option A, promulgation of NAB ordinance with retrospective effect is illegal. Option B, Section 14D of NAB ordinance is against the law? Or is it option C, both of them? The correct answer is option C, both of them. What was the result of petition? Is it option A, petition was allowed? Option B, petition was dismissed? Or option C, petition was withdrawn? The correct answer is petition was dismissed, option B.